Harold and Maude. If you think all romantic comedies are sappy, cookie-cutter affairs with 20-something leads, allow Harold and Maude to delightfully prove you wrong. This black comedy revolves around the unconventional relationship between Harold, a morose, death-obsessed young man, and Maude, a lively septuagenarian with a lust for life. Their shared interests, funerals, and a blatant disregard for societal norms. Darkly funny, eccentrically charming, and heartwarmingly tender, Harold and Maude will teach you more about life and death than most self-help books.
Today, you can make it all true. And you can make it undo. You see, it's easy. You only need to know.
To say Withnail and I is a comedy about two unemployed actors living in London's Camden Town in the late 60s would be to severely undersell it. While that's the premise, this film is so much more. With their squalid flat, constant state of intoxication, and hilariously failed attempts at adulting, Withnail and I stumble through life in a way that makes your worst hangover seem like a pleasant Sunday brunch. With unforgettable quotes and unforgettable characters, here's looking at you, Uncle Monty. Withnail and I is a debauched, hysterically funny, and occasionally melancholic masterpiece that's a must-watch.
Wants to get down there and have sex with those cows. We want the finest wines available to humanity. We want them here, and we want them now.
So drunk.
I assure you I'm not, officer. I've only had a few ales.
Take lunch at a charming pub.
Pink Flamingos. The film stars the legendary drag queen Divine as Babs Johnson, a criminal living in a trailer with her bizarre family, who's determined to retain her title as the filthiest person alive against her rivals. The plot is as absurd as it sounds, and the film's shocking scenes will make you squirm in your seat. If you can stomach it, Pink Flamingos is a wild, trashy, and unapologetically grotesque ride that'll definitely leave a, taste in your mouth.
Could you give us some of your political beliefs?
Kill everyone now. Condone first-degree murder. Advocate cannibalism. Eat shit. Filth are my politics. Filth is my life. Take whatever you like.
Yes.
How's this for a center spread?
Plan 9 from Outer Space. No list of cult classics would be complete without mentioning the worst film ever made. Plan 9 from Outer Space is Ed Wood's infamous B-movie, featuring a convoluted plot about aliens resurrecting the dead to save the universe. With its hilariously inept production, bad acting, and even worse special effects, Plan 9 is like watching a car crash in slow motion. It's a disaster, but you can't look away.
They come from the bowels of hell, a transformed race of walking dead. Zombies guided by a master plan for complete domination of the Earth. Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Repo Man. If you were ever curious about what would happen if you tossed science fiction, punk rock, and a disillusioned car repossessor into a cinematic blender, Repo Man would be your frothy, unforgettable result. Directed by Alex Cox, this film stars a young Emilio Estevez as Otto, a rebellious punk rocker turned car repossessor, who finds himself embroiled in a bizarre quest for a 1964 Chevy Malibu with a suspiciously radioactive trunk. With its offbeat humor, snappy punk soundtrack, and unabashedly weird storyline, Repo Man is as eclectic as a film can get.
Hey, look at that. Look at those assholes over there. Ordinary fucking people. I hate them.
Me too.
What do you know, kid? See, an ordinary person spends his life avoiding tense situations. Repo Man spends his life getting into tense situations.
It's hard to describe David Lynch's Eraserhead without sounding like you've lost your mind, but that's a part of its charm. An unflinching exploration of anxiety, fatherhood, and industrial ennui, this black and white film introduces us to Henry, a man trapped in a nightmarish world with his crying mutant baby. With its surreal imagery, haunting sound design, and confounding plot, Eraserhead is like a fever dream on celluloid. Houseu. If you thought Eraserhead was weird, get ready for Nobuhiko Obayashi's Houseu. This Japanese film about a group of schoolgirls who visit a haunted house is a phantasmagoric explosion of the bizarre. It's got a carnivorous piano, a man-eating lampshade, a watermelon that turns into a head, and enough psychedelia to make you question your sobriety. It's the kind of movie you can't do justice with mere words. It has to be seen to be believed. The Room. The crown jewel of the so bad it's good genre, The Room is a cinematic disaster piece, filled with inexplicable plot threads, laughably bad dialogue, and unique, acting. The Room is an unintentionally hilarious train wreck that you can't help but watch. Whether it's Johnny's bizarrely mechanical football tossing or his melodramatic declaration of "I did not hit her," The Room is a masterclass in how not to make a film.
You are lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa. You can love someone deep inside your heart, and there is nothing wrong with it. If a lot of people love each other, the world would be a better place.
John Carpenter's They Live may seem like a standard sci-fi action flick on the surface, but beneath its veneer of cool sunglasses and one-liners lies a biting critique of consumerism and media manipulation. It follows a drifter, played by professional wrestler Roddy Piper, who discovers sunglasses that reveal the world is controlled by alien invaders. With its iconic line, "I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum," They Live is as entertaining as it is insightful. Plus, it features one of the longest fight scenes in movie history. So there's that.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick and I'm all out of bubblegum.
How do you even begin to describe the Rocky Horror Picture Show? It's a musical, a horror, a comedy, a romance. It's an experience. This saucy pastiche of B-movies, science fiction, and rock and roll revolves around the innocent couple Brad and Janet as they stumble upon the kinky castle of Dr. Frankenfurter. With its catchy tunes, outlandish costumes, and memorable characters, Rocky Horror is the definition of a cult classic.
Tonight, my unconventional conventionalists
takes its toll, but listen closely.
Not for very much longer.
That my beautiful creature is destined to be born!
The Big Lebowski. The Coen brothers have crafted a number of iconic films, but none have garnered a cult following quite like The Big Lebowski. The film follows Jeff the Dude Lebowski, a laid-back white Russian drinking bowler who's mistaken for a millionaire with the same name. What ensues is a wild ride involving a stolen rug, an alleged kidnapping, and a lot of bowling. With its sharp dialogue, quirky characters, and unforgettable performances, The Big Lebowski will have you saying, "The dude abides."
Is this your homework, Larry?
Look, man.
Dude, please. Is this your homework, Larry?
Just ask him about the car, man.
Is this yours, Larry? Is this your homework, Larry?
Is that your car out front?
Is this your homework, Larry?
We know it's his fucking homework. Where's the fucking money, you little brat?
Look.
Before Mean Girls explored the dark side of high school hierarchies, there was Heathers. This black comedy stars Winona Ryder and Christian Slater as disillusioned students who navigate and manipulate the brutal social landscape of high school. The film is a cynical, biting satire of the sugar-coated teen movies of the 80s, dealing with topics like murder with an unflinching yet darkly comedic lens. The dialogue is sharp, the performances are stellar, and the shoulder pads are truly impressive.
Dear Diary, my teen angst bullshit has a body count.
To me, though, suicide is the natural answer to the myriad of problems life has given me.
That's good, but Heather would never use the word myriad.
This is the last thing she'll ever write. She's gonna want to cash in on as many 50-cent words as possible.
Donnie Darko. The film follows the titular Donnie, a troubled teenager who's visited by a giant, demonic-looking rabbit that predicts the end of the world. It's a puzzling, philosophical, and deeply intriguing film that explores themes of time travel, mental illness, and existential dread. Whether you're trying to piece together its complex timeline or simply basking in its moody atmosphere, Donnie Darko will stick with you long after the credits roll.
Why are you wearing that stupid pantsuit?
Why are you wearing that stupid bunny suit?
Repo, the genetic opera. Set in a future where organ failures are rampant and transplants can be bought on credit, this horror rock opera follows a Repo Man tasked with reclaiming organs from defaulting clients. It's grisly, over the top, and features Anthony Stewart Head belting out rock numbers while performing impromptu surgery. With its unique concept and unforgettable music, Repo is a blood-soaked gothic opera like no other.
Sometimes I wonder why I even bother, grave robber. Sometimes I wonder why I need you when